all. Welcome to the JS Self-Care Mind, Body, and Soul podcast. I am your host, Janelle. I want to send a special shout out to all the new listeners. I appreciate you and I appreciate the person that sent you here. And if it was me, then I appreciate myself. But I'm sure it was somebody that said, hey, you need to listen to this episode. So thank you for being here. And shout out to you, the person that has been tuning in faithfully. Shout out to you for making the JS Self-Care Mind, Body, and Soul podcast part of your weekly routine. I see so many that have done so. That's super dope. It's like I'm slapping myself to think like, dang, I am a part of somebody's weekly routine. I am grateful that you guys value this podcast so much that I never take that lightly. If you can leave a 5-star review or some comments about this week's episode, that would be awesome. But more importantly, share it with somebody because there's somebody in this world that needs this episode. There is somebody in this world that needs JS Self-Care Mind, Body, and Soul podcast in their life. And they have no idea what JS Self-Care Mind, Body, and Soul is about or who I am. But by you sharing it with somebody, whether it's your dog, your cat, laugh out loud, your husband, your wife, your cousin, your family member, your coworker, I don't care, your teacher, your boss, your client, just somebody, because you can be that hero in their life because they might really need this message. So I want to say I truly, truly appreciate you. For the next 4 weeks, we are going to be discussing relationships. I'm super excited. This week's topic is the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. We can't talk about our relationship goals if we don't know our love language. If you are unsure of your love language, I strongly suggest that you Google the 5 Love Language test and take it. Have you ever received a gift or a bunch of gifts from your loved one and you said, oh, thank you, without any emotion? Or perhaps your partner, husband, and or wife keeps buying you gifts. I mean, some really amazing gifts, but you are not so excited about the gifts. You appreciate the thought, but you are yearning for something else from your partner. That something else could be quality time. Have you said, I'll give back all these gifts if you would just spend more time with me? This is why it's so important to know your love language and to express it with your loved ones. We usually only know how to express our own love language with our partners. That's just the way we are wired. We know what we like and how we like it. So the way we show our partners love is the same way we want them to show us how much they love us. But guess what? That is not how they want to be loved. It's time to make relationship last longer. It's time to get to know what our partners like and don't like. If you're with someone who has a different love language, you need to know it so your partner's love tank can be filled as well as yours. Chapman uses love tank as an example because a car can't move without gas and a relationship can't make it without a full love tank, full to the capacity. It's important that everyone's love tank is full at all times. A relationship won't last long enough if everyone's love tank isn't full at all times. I don't want anyone to feel as if they're sleeping with their best friend opposed to sleeping with their lover. We will be putting an end to feeling lonely in our bedrooms and while we're spending time with our partners and still feeling lonely. The 5 love languages are ways that we feel love and feel appreciated, depending on our personality types. We may feel love differently. Love then how our partners need to feel love. So that's why Gary Chapman came up with the 5 love languages, so we can know what our partners need to feel loved. while we teach them what it is we need to feel loved. So let's dive into the 5 love languages. The first one is acts of service. The second one is physical touch. The third one is words of affirmation. The fourth one is receiving gifts. And the fifth one is quality time. First one is acts of service. If your partner's motto is action speaks louder than words, which only means you have to show your partner how much you love them through actions. Action words are verbs. Those actions could be taking out the garbage, washing the dishes, cleaning the house, taking a car to get detailed, giving the kids a bath, cooking dinner, doing laundry, ironing your partner's clothes. If your partner's love language is acts of service, make sure you are doing the things that they appreciate and doing it in a positive manner. Not in a way where you are saying, let me do this so I don't hear her mouth or his mouth. You have to do it with the best intention in mind to be considered an expression of love. You want him or her to say, my boo or my baby is the shit. He or she cleaned the whole house without me asking or nagging about how dirty the house is. Once you do this, I bet your bedroom and relationship will be a lot better and a lot stronger. Acts of service, it has to be an action if that is your partner's love language. Our second love language is physical touch. This one is my love language. If you are a person who loves physical touch over everything, then you better get the touching. Physical touch is amazing in the bedroom, but that's not the only place and time you should be touching your partner. Physical touch includes holding hands, slaps on the ass, kissing, hugging, romantic kisses on the forehead. If physical touch is your partner's love language, you better get the touching. If you don't get the touching, they will feel unloved because by touching them makes them feel loved. Here's a quick example. Say you're always touching your partner and they move away like, don't touch me. Or if you grab your partner in a loving way and they jerk back and move your hand, guess what? Their love language is not physical touch. They may have another love language, and you need to know what their love language is before your relationship goes down. Some people only like to be touched when they're in the bedroom in preparation for sex. Our third love language is words of affirmation. I kind of like this one too, but my main one is that physical touch. The third one is words of affirmation. This love language is only expressed with words. Affirming your partner with the words is important. Words of affirmation actually build self-esteem and self-confidence while speaking your partner's love language. How dope is that? Words of affirmation are verbal compliments. These verbal compliments don't have to be complicated. They can be short and sweet. Here are a few words of affirmation that can make your partner feel so good. Hey, baby, you look nice in this suit or your dress. That color on your nails looks real nice on you. You always make me laugh. When you're in the room, I feel safe and protected. You are so pretty. I love your hair. I love you. You have a beautiful heart. Thank you for choosing me as your partner. If your partners have this love language, words mean a lot to them. Compliments and I love you can go a long way. Negative compliments can hurt this person in a very harsh way. Remember, it's their love language. So if you call them out their name, like you say, you stupid motherfucker, and or you dumb ass bitch, can hurt them in a way you may not come back from. Words are powerful. Speak positivity and your relationship will be blissful. The fourth love language is receiving gifts. Ooh, some may love to receive gifts. That's not my love language. I don't mind a gift or two, but if your partner loves to receive gifts, please make sure those gifts are meaningful gifts, not so much as materialistic gifts. If it's materialistic gifts, your partner may love to wear other people's names on their body. Unlike me, I don't have to have on Gucci to feel loved. I need that good old quality time. You can do as little as picking up your partner's favorite cookie at Insomnia Cookies. Just make sure you're getting your partner a gift they like, not a gift you like. So don't be selfish when you're picking out the gift. Oh, this may look nice. I like this. No. Make sure it's a gift that they like. Just a reminder, this is different than acts of service. So I don't want you to say, I clean the house, she's still not happy. No, he or she is still not happy because that's not their love language. They actually like to receive something. They really don't want the service. They want to receive something. I have this cousin who loves gifts. She loves her Gucci and other designer things. Her greatest gift is when her partner buys it for her. It puts such a smile on her face. She'd rather have her designer gifts over acts of service and spending quality time with her. It's important that we know our partner's love language. It's the way to keep our partner's love tank full to capacity. Our last love language, which is also another one of my love languages, not my main one, but I surely would love some quality time. That's the fifth love language. This love language can be so simple, and at the same time, it can be complicated. Quality time means giving your partner your undivided attention. That means no cell phones, no television, no one person upstairs and the other person downstairs. If your partner's love language is quality time, they want to be the center of attention. They want you and only you. They want you to gaze into their eyes. They basically want the conversation about you and them, and that's it. That's quality time. The reason why I said quality time can be complicated is because as a relationship coach, I've heard during my sessions, we are always together. I don't know what my partner means we don't spend quality time together. The whole family can be in a home and still your partner may not feel that you guys are spending quality time. One could be watching a basketball game while the other is in the kitchen cooking. That's not quality time. You are correct. You are all home. Everybody's home. But you're not spending quality time together. So I told my clients, think about it. When we think of quality time, it's not everybody's in the home. A lot of times everybody's in the home. Just think about that. Like I said, quality time is giving your partner your undivided attention. You can cuddle up with a glass of wine and set a Netflix and chill night. That's dope. But just make sure you make it about you and your partner. You guys both pick the movie you like, or just say, honey, what would you like to watch? Don't cancel a date with your partner. Don't postpone the time you allocated to spend with your loved one. People who loves quality time and that's their love language, you could really mess up your relationship if you cancel a date night. Don't even be there but not be present. Don't just be there. You have to be there and be present because your mind could be going somewhere else that you don't want. That's not what a person whose love language is quality time. They don't want your mind wandering. They want it to be all about them. That can be extremely hurtful to them if their partner whose love language is quality time, as it can make them feel that you care. You most definitely care because you're there, but you care about the other things going around in the room, the basketball game, the cooking in the kitchen, but you're just not there. Make sure that you make them feel like you care about them and that you really, really enjoy spending quality time with them. So tell me, What is your love language? Is it acts of service? Do you want things done, the house clean, the garbage taken out? Is it physical touch? Do you need that forehead kiss, that slap on the ass, that grab, that love handle grab? Is it receiving gifts? Do you need to receive those amazing gifts? Is it words of affirmation? Hey, you look nice. I'm so happy that you chose me to be your partner. Or is it quality time, spending that undivided attention? If you're not sure, please make sure you take the love language test online. You could Google 5 love language tests and it'll pop right up. There are 5 love languages, and your partner speaks one of them, whether it's acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, or receiving. Each love language is important. No one is better than the other or more important than the other. What's important is keeping each other's love tank full to capacity. What's important is living a life full of love. The goal is to have a everlasting love, correct? So we need to learn our partner's love language as well as our own primary love language. That is dope, and it will help you create a much stronger bond in your relationship with your partner. Get to know your partner's love language by both of you going and taking the 5 love language test together. If you want, you can have a relationship coach to assist you with understanding the importance of being in a relationship, as well as both of you having the understanding of one another's love language. I am that relationship coach for you, and I want to be your coach. Please book a relationship coaching session online at jsselfcare.org. If anything in this podcast episode resonated with you, please get in touch with me, Janelle, your self-care coach, at jsselfcare.org as well. Or you can find me on Instagram at jsselfcare. Keep the spark going in your relationship. Take the 5 love language test. It's free. Keep that love tank full at all times. Don't find yourself feeling lonely in your relationship.